Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And just the other day we had Justice on talking about Agenda 21 and sustainable development. Now, guess what's coming out in President Ramaphosa's agenda? Well, you got it in one. Sustainable development. Let me tell you some more. And so, President Cyril Ramaphosa's New Deal got its first public launch this week, as he sketched out his argument for why infrastructure investment presents South Africa's best chance to escaping a grim economic trajectory. Well, I can add to that. The best way to prevent yourself falling into an economic hole is getting rid of this ANC government, the gangster state, and all their corrupt officials. Let's continue with the story. This was the right place to do it too, at the podium of the inaugural Sustainable Infrastructure Development Symposium of South Africa. There we go, Agenda 21. In front of hundreds of virtual pension fund trustees and potential investors. If Ramaphosa was selling a dream, this was the place to do it. COVID-19, he said, has made infrastructure investment even more compelling, even more important, and even more urgent. That is why we have placed infrastructure at the center of the stimulus our economy needs to achieve a sustainable recovery. And if you forgot the fact that we've heard this sort of rousing speeches before, Ramaphosa made a compelling case. He spoke passionately of the infrastructure projects in areas like energy, healthcare, water, transport, and technology, many of which he said are shovel-ready. Of the 276 projects evaluated, a credible and robust project pipeline of 88 investment-ready projects has already been identified and presented to investors around the globe over the past 5 months. And apparently, firm commitment running into billions of rands has already been obtained. Just how firm these commitments are is debatable, since none of the investors has yet been named. As Ramaphosa himself pointed out, lenders and investors are revisiting their decisions to invest in infrastructure projects that are deemed bankable prior to the pandemic. Which is why this week's events was a critical sales pitch to private sector funders, South Africa's asset managers and pension fund trustees foremost. But if the government wants to entice them to finance bridges, water projects and roads, it'll need to offer carrots too, like tax incentives or, as it was suggested, a quid pro quo of raising the offshore investment allowance in exchange for investment into an infrastructure solidarity bond. At this delicate point, it can't afford to use a stick by implementing any prescribed assets regime that compels pension funds to invest in specific projects or instruments. This was a point made by Signia CEO Magda Veretska, who spoke after Ramaphosa. She pointed out that there's already a willingness among institutional investors to deploy funding, but it has to be through negotiation, not prescription. South Africa has a very active pension community, Veretska said, and any move towards prescribed assets will spark a myriad of court cases. But she said the government should realize the gravity of the moment and hurry up. As 91 CEO Hendrik du Toit told the Financial Mail last week, the private sector doesn't need to be forced to invest in infrastructure projects. He said, the government must make the rules clear about the projects in, say, water or power, and the money will come. In this week's conference, if it's any indication, the government has got the message. Kogetenso Ramokoba, the head of infrastructure investment in Ramaphosa's office, said the projects had been packaged through an investor-friendly lens. But has the government woken up too late? On Tuesday, South Africa found out that by the end of March, before the impact of the lockdown was factored in, unemployment had breached 30%. Factor in those people who want to work but have given up looking, and this number soars to 40%. COVID-19 raises the stakes, but the suspicion of business led up to this place. Let's hope Ramaphosa's plans mark a real step change. Well, they're not going to. They're just going to keep stealing from the trough. That's what they do best. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.